So let's see, I'm really anxious to see the result of this. So if you haven't watched my videos, you know I am a Canon Eosm enthusiast combined with the magiclantern, which allows the Canon Eosm to record video in raw formats, and that's just great for me. It was amazing because indeed the Canon EOSM, it's a very cheap and ancient old camera, but with the magiclantern still can record some cool great quality footages that which we can play in the post-production. And what is nice with the Canon EOSM that we can just adapt a bunch of different types of mounting lenses. And from quite a while, I got fascinated with the idea of, be able to create or record raw footages in an anamorphic format. And how did I do that? Well, I put in the front of a lens, any lens, an anamorphic adapter. The anamorphic adapter, I used it from those are projector lens. So they were used in film projection machines that de-squeezed the footage that was recorded and projected in an anamorphic, de-squeezed format. And these projector lenses are really cheap, and that's the other part that I'm fascinated because now I can try out, old anamorphic projector lens and lenses also, and combine them to obtain vintage look and vintage anamorphic look, and that's just crazy. So if you haven't watched my footages, I started up with C-mount mounting lenses. So C-mount is in fact screwing mounts that C-mounting system was used in the 60s, 70s, 80s in film 60mm, 8mm, 60mm cameras. In 8mm, that's a D mount, so it's a smaller lens, but with the 60mm cameras, video cameras, film video cameras were used then in the surveilling cameras also. Even today, we can still find, surveillance cameras, old vintage surveillance cameras that use this C-mount mounting thing. So I started, with 25mm C-mount lenses, this thing to have the lens and in the front of the lens, the anamorphic projector lens, and I just loved it. I don't know how to tell you that it gives something unique. Now the projector, the anamorphic projector lens that I have, it's an ISCO ISCO Göttingen, but it's an 2x anamorphic, so it squeezes and de-squeezing it, and it gives a really interesting format to the recorded footage. In the magiclantern, the preset that I found that it works the best with this setup is in the 1x1, the preset 1280p. Now the 1280p, this format has an aspect ratio of 3:2. So this recorded raw footage of 3:2, when I'm putting it in a 4K timeline in the DaVinci Resolve and de-squeezing it, I obtain something like you are seeing here, and I really like it. This format is just really appealing for me. Now, I wanted to see, to have my background and foreground separation with the 25mm. So I wanted that creamy, blurry background with these anamorphic recordings, and with the 25mm it was just difficult. I mean, it was really difficult to obtain the blurry background. Of course, it was possible, meaning that if the background was really far away from the subject from me, I could have that background, blurred. But if was not that far away, and generally at 25mm C-mount lens, everything was, in focus. But today I have something different on the Canon Eosm. I'm using a 50mm C-mount lens. It is made by French. It's called SOM Berthiot, and it's from the Signer line. And here it is the lens. So look at this lens. This lens is amazing already aesthetically. If you are looking at this lens, it's just a piece of art. I really love how it looks already, and it's quite a rare. I got really lucky to be able to buy this lens in a mint condition, and mint condition, but it was cheap. And there are not many around that remains in this kind of condition, so I'm really one of the happy owner of this. So 50mm maximum aperture f2, so it's not that fast lens, but in quite, environments like this one, it's fast again. And yeah, I mean, this lens is just amazing. Of course, it's heavy like hell, although it's small, but it's made out of metal. So everything is heavy, strong metallic construction. And yeah, it's just amazing. Like, look at this thing. It is really amazing. So today what I have done, I have mounted on the Canon Eosm this C-mount lens, and in front I have again the 2xAnimex ISCO Göttingen anamorphic projector lens adapted, so put it in the front as close as I can to the lens, and this is how I'm obtaining this anamorphic look. And I just want to test and to see if the background gets blurry. Although I'm not that far away from the background, still wanted to see how this looks, and using a vintage old lens with a vintage anamorphic projector lens adapter, it kind of crazy because I love the idea of, recording digitally, but throughout vintage glasses, and that's the fun part. So let's just see that blurry background. Let me just change a little bit the position. So I don't know why, and I do not understand why, but with this combination with a 50mm SOM Berthiot Signer and the anamorphic projector lens in front, it's just hard for me to focus and have everything, or myself in focus and being close to the camera. So what was great with the first 25mm C-mount lens that I changed a little bit the structure, is that I transformed. It was very easy to transform that lens to make it able to do really macro or close, to be able to make it a macro lens, right? Like focus very close focusing to work. Now with this 50mm, I see that the focusing is okay if the subject or things are, really very, very far away. So like here, I'm right now at, I don't know, 2 meters or even more from the camera, and still I see that focusing on myself, it's a little bit difficult. But if I want, for example, for the background, let me just show you. If we are going to the background, something like here, then yeah, the focusing on the background, it's better. Right. Oh, now let's come back to me. And you see, it's here. Now I'm hopefully focused on me, but it's not that clear. So, but it's more about the adapter and the lens working together, because without the adapter, I know I used already this lens and I didn't have any problems focusing. But yeah, if I want that separation, it would be nicer if I could be closer to the lens, and then obviously the background would be even more blurred. But I will use right now a little bit with this configuration, but then I have a 75mm C-mount lens, and with that I'm pretty sure that the foreground background separation will be much pronounced. But for now I'm enjoying this moment and using a vintage lens and vintage anamorphic adapter with the Canon Eosm, and yeah, I will just go and test this thing for sure.